Hello and welcome to Die Rolling. I'm your host, the ever excitable Adam, and today I'm especially excited because I've got in front of me Gale Force 9's Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Corpse cooperative survival board game. I've heard about this for ages and it's taken a while, but it is finally here. So if you pre-ordered this game, you got a lovely expansion here. If you pre-ordered all three of these things, you got this thing. But we're going to go through each of these things individually and see exactly what is inside these. I've taken the cellophane off so it doesn't, reflect everywhere. And we're going to go through each of these individually to see what you get in here. Now, the base game, which is just this box, I think it's around £45 to 50, maybe, depending where you go. And yeah, this is a fully cooperative board game set in the Aliens universe. I think there's only 3 scenarios in this, but the scenarios are, they play as part of a campaign and they're quite long. They take about an hour or 2 hours to play. So you're going to get a decent amount of gameplay out of this. And if you're going to be picking this game up, you're probably going to be a fan of the film. So anything I tell you now is probably stuff you aren't already aware of. Something that not everybody will know coming into this is all the miniatures you get in this. And you get 16 of the aliens and you get 7 of these characters here. They don't come assembled. So if you get something like Zombicide or most kind of miniature games, these games come assembled. This one does not come assembled. So know that coming in, guys. If you want to play this game, you are going to have to spend a bit of time cutting out the miniatures and gluing them together. And I will give you my thoughts on how that goes once I've done it. So yeah, let's get into what's actually in here. Okay, so nice box. Not really much on the artwork there, but I mean it says everything you need to know, really. Nothing on the inside. So we start off with a rulebook. It's quite a small rulebook. Quick reference on the back, which is always good. And it tells you how to play the game with some really nice artwork, really, all straight from the game. From the film even. Yeah. It's a rulebook. Excellent. Next we have these things here, which I assume are the mission setup. So let's take a look. So we've got mission 1, Newt. It tells you what the mission goal is here and everything you need to be doing. So, and that's obviously the layout. So, okay, that's cool. So that's mission 1. Mission 2 is the escape. Once again, everything you need to be doing here. And then mission 3 is survive, which, once again, another cool little bit on the back there with face huggers and everything. And the next thing is, these are just a bunch of missions you can do. I think these are bug hunts. Oh no, there's some bug hunts. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. But you've got a bunch of other kind of non-story related ones. So just more things you can do. So you've got your 3 kind of missions, and then you've got a bunch of these things off the side. Atmospheric processing plant. Supply depot. I don't know how to play this game, so, who knows what those things are. Okay, so next we get to the miniature assembly guide. So this gives you a good idea of exactly how easy or hard this is going to be for you and your current ability with assembling miniatures. So if this looks worrying to you, then you might not want to pick this game up. If this is something, if you play Warhammer or you've assembled stuff before, this is probably going to be fairly simple for you. But yeah, this is going to turn some people off of this game, if I'm honest. But I don't really mind so much, as long as they're easy to assemble. From the looks of it, we don't have any little hands or anything to attach. We just have heads. I just got to hope that the glue I have is going to be good enough for this. So that's your Marine assembly guide, and then we have the Alien assembly guide here. So it looks like you're putting the head onto here, and you can choose between the heads as well. So there's various different options you can do here, I think. So that's the Alien Warrior, and then we've got some more bits on the side, so the arms are separate as well. And at the bottom, you can see what they can actually look like. And all the arms are interchangeable, apparently. So hopefully this is fairly easy to assemble, and I might just do an assembly video depending on depending on if I can be bothered or not. Yeah, so there's that there. And one thing I will say is it's really good they've actually included that and not just given you a bunch of miniatures with no idea how to assemble them. Okay, so we've got tokens next. I've got a cool little newt token there. And here's all the aliens. Double-sided. Okay, so there's that. You've got dials in this game by the looks of it. And they've used really good kind of the right text from the game, from the films and stuff. And this all looks really cool. They've done a great job with that. Okay, some more boards, and these are the characters themselves. So there's Ripley up there. We've got some stats on here, some other stats, where the weapons go, equipment, and some abilities here. So we've got Ripley, we've got Hicks, and we've got everyone's favorite Hudson, and some nice quotes there as well. And they're double-sided as well, so they've got a different picture on the back. Now, I don't know whether that means, you know, you've got a... I'm not quite sure. I think maybe there's like an advanced side for when you're actually playing them as a kind of hero character, and then there's like a reverse side, which is when you're playing them as like just a kind of grunt. Maybe I might be making that up. Comments below, please, if I'm wrong. So we got those three, and next we have Vasquez, we have Gorman, and we have Frost. So I'm surprised they don't have Drake in this first. I assume he's one of the expansions, but I always kind of assumed Drake was one of the main guys. But okay, anyway, so we've got those guys, some more tokens. I have no idea what any of this stuff does. Then we have a Newt board as well, and some more cards there. Then we get the actual board itself. So these are double-sided. You've got this side, and then obviously like the nest kind of side when it's all infested. But yeah, that's obviously different layout to that as that previous one I was looking at as well. So yeah, got some interesting boards there. And you get a few of these in here. Okay, and yeah, nice thick. That's gonna last a while. Next we've got some dice. So a couple of D10s and a D6. We've got the little bits to put into your dials. And then we have, so this is the Marines one here. So once again, if this looks kind of intimidating, yeah, good luck to you assembling this. But it does kind of, they are all kind of in their own areas. It tells you whose bits are whose bits. So there's Hicks's head. So this is what it looks like pre-assembled. So hopefully I can do them some justice. And then in here we just have a bunch of alien sprues as well. So you got 4 lots of those. That's pretty intimidating. Okay, let's go for this next. So we've got some player aids inside this this little envelope here. So the Marine phase, the Alien phase, the Finish phase. So this is for all 6 players. If you have 6 people, if in post-COVID times you're able to sit down with more than yourself and a couple of friends, you can have 6 people playing this game. We've got some motion tracker cards here. I'm probably going to try and open these off camera because it doesn't look like there's an easy open option on these. Always include an easy option open, guys, even if they never work. Just for poor people like me who just can't get on here. And just looking through the camera now, I didn't notice before, but there's some nice quote there from Hudson. For an express elevator hell going down. Look, man, I need to know one thing: where they are. Mummy always said there were no monsters, no real ones, but there are. Just tell me one thing, Burke. You're going out there to destroy them, right? Not to study, not to bring them back, but to wipe them out. You're welcome, everyone who just watched me brutalize the dialogue there. So this is what you get on the motion tracker deck. So we've got some alien scouts on here, alien vanguards, a lurker. And I've seen the film so many times. I know exactly when that happens in the film as well. The Queen kind of tells that guy to back off. A relentless horde, false alarm, alien assault. Really nice cards. very glossy, as you can see the shine off of my light there. So you get those motion tracker cards. Once again, no idea what any of this stuff does. Oh, and then we have this deck here, which I think I know what this is. So in this game, you have an exhaustion deck. And basically, this is your life force for the 3 campaign missions that come in this game. So if you ever run out of this deck completely, that's game over, man. It's just game over. Which I imagine lots of people are going to be quoting when they're playing this game. I imagine a lot of people are going to be fighting over playing Hudson, if I'm honest. Just because he's the funniest character in the film. Okay, cool. And the most quotable, I'd say. Okay, so there is easy open on this one, which is lovely. So yeah, this deck basically consists of loads of events and weapons, I believe. Just weapons and equipment, maybe. So you got your M41A pulse rifles, M40 grenades, smart guns, pistols, flamethrowers, arc welder, Hadley's Hope map, body armor, shoulder lamp flares, M4 helmets, motion tracker, bypass, medical scanner, look sharp. So these are events that you have in here as well. It's reading right, man. Look, some really nice photos here from the films. This is pretty cool. Ever been mistaken for a man? So that is everything you get inside the base box for Aliens Another Glorious Day in the Corpse. And I don't believe there's anything underneath. We're going to check. Nope, nothing underneath. Just in case you were curious, they just put another little miniature in there, hidden away. So I'm going to try and put all this stuff back in. And then move this to the side. You know, we're just going to move it to the side and we'll see what we get in the next bit. So that was the base game. The next thing I'm going to open up is the Ultimate Badasses. So this is an expansion you can get for the game. It brings in 6 more Marines, 5 Marines, and they've got Carter Burke in there, the horrible corporate guy from Weyland-Yutani. So what do you get in here? Well, obviously you're going to get some miniatures that you have to put together. You've got a deck, I think this is an experience deck. So depending which class you are, you get different things you can do. Let me see if I can get into these. No easy open for this. But here I go. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry about that. So you've got some different abilities depending on which class you are. The company provides. I'll do what I can. Gunner, covering a 6, covering fire, taking point, killjoy, combat ready, sharpshooter, born killer at the start of the aiming phase, reset your aim dial. So yeah, the aim dials in this look pretty cool because basically I think the more you shoot, the less accurate you are. Because you got these aliens coming down on you. That's going to be pretty scary stuff. So you get an experience deck there of cards which you can use in the campaign as you go. We've got 4 more Marine dice here. They got little stars there, which is nice. I wonder, did the base game had the stars in there as well. So you got some little stars. I didn't realize that. Oh, the rulebook for this is very light. So this is just telling you about the experience cards you get in here, what's new. So you've got some more characters and fire team and some experience cards and a little bit more about how to assemble your fire teams. So let's see who we get in our fire team. So, of course, you get Sergeant Al Apone. You get Private Tim Crow, who I think from looking at that, he's the guy who gets taken out by the flamethrower. Maybe he's got the ammo on his back, or is that Frost? Please let me know in below. We've got Wibowski, who I've actually seen in real life. He came down to the Leicester Space Museum when they did a viewing of Aliens. It was pretty interesting. And then Drake. Now, I'm really surprised Drake is in here. I always think of him as one of the main kind of Marines in this, because he's kind of got a lot more dialogue than the other ones. So I'm surprised he's in the expansion and not in the main game, but maybe that's just them trying to get you to shell out cash. We've got Carter Burke, everyone's favorite scumbag in space, and Cynthia Dietrich. Looks like some sort of secreted resin. Okay, cool. So that's you guys there. Amazing. And of course you get an assembly guide. Now the only thing is, once you've built these miniatures, it's going to be interesting to see how I'm going to store these, because these miniatures, when they're built, I can't put them in here because I'll be too tall for the box. So I probably am going to have to do some, I'm probably going to have to put some of the miniatures, all the miniatures into one of the boxes. And then, yeah, well, I'll let you know what I do to sort out the storage there. So that is the Ultimate Badasses expansion. Okay, and now we go for the other big box here, which is Get Away From Her, You B ****H. We all know what it says. So this one is kind of like, this makes the game harder, I think, and it also gives you the ability to actually play as the aliens. So what do you get? You get a new campaign mission spanning the Queen's Lair landing platform and the USS Sulaco. You get expanded campaign missions from Another Glorious Day in the Corps, adding new paths and threats. Suit up, load your character in a P5000 power loader to help them fight for their survival. Trust your endurance against a matriarch or destruction. Matriarch of Destruction, the Alien Queen. So they introduced the Alien Queen miniature. I am not looking forward to assembling that. And then play as the Alien Hive, control the Xenomorph Horde, and protect the Queen. And next year we're thinking of doing a little kind of a segment where it's Jamie and myself versus Will. So maybe if I learn what the rules are for this might be something we'll have a go at in there. We're definitely going to give Lifeform a go next year, because that's probably one of my favorite Alien games out there. So let's take a look what we get. So first of all, we have a rulebook. So they're adding some extra rules in here. Obviously the stuff we put on the back, they mention on the back here. So there's the power loader and the Alien Queen. Like I say, I'm really not looking forward to building them. You also get an enraged Ripley in this. You get Bishop, this synthetic, and the broken Bishop there, which is pretty cool. A pretty cool miniature there. So list of things that are new there. So the enraged Ripley sounds pretty cool. So when the aliens capture Newt, Ripley forms a one woman rescue team. Enraged Ripley replaced the original Ripley, transforming her into a raging mother, protecting her adopted offspring. So you've now got these Mission 4 and Mission 5 added to this. So the base game has those first three, but here's a couple of extra ones there. And you've got an APC chase in this. And it also tells you about the experience cards. You can add this to the deck. And it actually suggests that you do that if you are playing with an Alien Queen player. So Alien Hive rules that I think they look like they've got their own deck this time around as well. Talking about large models, the Alien Queen and the P5000 power loader. And there's the armored personnel carrier. And then the new characters and fire teams here. So yeah, some interesting bits there. Let's keep this away from the base stuff so I don't mix it all up. Now we have our new missions. So we had some missions in the previous game on these cards, these big fold-out things. So these are basically the same first three missions from the base game, but they've added some additional components to it. So yeah, so this is quite interesting. They've done that. They've just added some extra bits on. So you get those three. And then you get your retrieve mission there, and that looks awesome. So this is the tile where the ship comes in and she gets on the ship and she escapes. That is awesome. And then the Sulaco itself, where there's the power loader. I imagine that's where the Queen's going to be. Oh no, the Queen's up there. And yeah, you've just got to kind of kill the Queen. So that is awesome. Oh, we got an APC chase here. Queen Hunt. Queen's Gambit, not the one off Netflix, Barracks, Separated, and Evacuation. All looking really cool for someone who's a big fan of Alien, like I am. So next we have the assembly guide. So fingers crossed, guys, this isn't ridiculously complicated. So there looks like there are 14 parts to the Queen, including separate feet and legs and tails and spines on the back. And well, hopefully I can build this. Otherwise I might be asking someone to build it for me. I don't know anyone who can build it for me. And then the power loader, So the power loader looks pretty cool. So you've got to put the person in and then attach it all. So I probably will have to paint this person before I put it in there. That's tricky. And then Bishop looks fairly simple. You just stick him in, and then there's Enraged Ripley at the bottom there. So Enraged Ripley has got some stats here. Her abilities up there. We have Bishop in there. I may be synthetic, but I'm not stupid. And yeah, there's the other side of them. It looks like Bishop's got some passive stuff there, which normally you don't get. The other sides all seem to be blank, but Bishop's got some additional stuff, so that's interesting. We then have all of this stuff. No idea what any of this stuff is, as always, guys. But yeah, looks cool. That looks like some kind of dial for the alien queen, though. And we got some eggs here. Then we have the APC carrier. I'm kind of disappointed there's not a miniature for that, but I guess it depends on how this is used in gameplay. But you will no doubt be able to find some alien APC carriers somewhere, which will set you back a fair penny. So here is some more boards here. So we have one board there. This is the Sulaco. There's the escape bit from Havlis Hope. Some more decking there. And we've got a chain dropship. I think it's a chain. Just kind of there. So awesome. So now we have the Alien Queen's sprues there. She doesn't look that intimidating there. But hey ho. And then we have the power loader. We have Bishop up here. Bishop over there. And yeah, Enraged Ripley down there. It's a really cool sculpt they've got there with Ripley holding on to Newt. I mean, that's one of the most iconic images in cinema, I'd say. I just hope I can do this justice when I build this. You've obviously got some more dials for your dials. Some more motion tracker cards and the willpower actions. Motion tracker, I assume, is to bring the queen on the board. So flanking aliens. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. What do you mean they cut the power? So yeah, some interesting stuff there. And then we have all of these alien attacks here as well. Queen's Guard, Alien Lurker. And then we've got the willpower actions here, which is what the alien player is going to be using. So they can move an alien model or blip token one space. They can draw a hive mind card. They can choose 2 blip tokens on the board and swap them. They can put the topmost motion tracker card on the bottom of the deck. They can move the alien queen model up to 3 spaces, limit once per hive mind step, and they can heal the queen. Ooh. And there's a bit more about the alien phase on the other side there. Okay, and we've got some alien cards here. Acid Blood. Play when an alien model is killed, place an Acid Blood red exclamation mark card from the Hive Hazard deck or discard pile on a character that is within a space the alien just killed. So this is a deck of cards which you can use to, as the alien player, to really just mess over the human players. So this sounds really fun. So yeah, you get a ton of stuff in here. So Acid Blood, Surprise Attack, Fearless Approach, Hidden Numbers, Hive Learning, Sacrifice for the Hive. So some of these are reactions, some of these are instinct cards. They all do different things, of course. I don't know what any of it is. And then nature cards as well. So I assume this is the willpower. It's going to cost you to do this as well. So keep an eye on your willpower, alien players. And then the enhanced deck of cards here. So why enhanced deck? I mean, oh, there goes that deck. What I mean by that is this is more endurance cards for your deck because you're going to need them to get through the extra 2 levels you've got. And some more weapons. It's really cool. And at the beginning of the game, I'm fairly certain you just basically get to choose whatever you like to equip yourself with. So you can go in all guns blazing, or you can just try and be a bit, less. Oh, Acid Blood. Not good. Face hugger attack. And yeah, there's nothing else in the base there. Once again, you've got some cool quotes on the side of the box, though. Hey, maybe you haven't been keeping up on current events. We just got our asses kicked, pal. Ripley, you know, I expect more from you. I thought you'd be smarter than this. I may be synthetic, but I'm not stupid. You know, Burke, I don't know which species is worse. You don't see them effing each other over for a goddamn percentage. You're welcome, everyone, for my amazing Aliens impressions. Please leave comments below about how you'd like me to star in your movies or audiobooks dedicated to the Alien franchise, because clearly I have a talent for reading those. So that is everything you get in the Stay Away From Her You Be! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, H! Exclamation mark. No, asterisk, not exclamation marks. What are you talking about, Adam? So this is the Get Away From Me, You Bitch expansion. That's everything you get in there. So you get a fairly decent amount of things in there. The only other thing I've got to unbox in this is what we got for free by pre-ordering this. So the Aliens Assets and Hazards. So these are 34 hard plastic miniatures, and you can just tell from looking on the outside what you're getting with this. You're getting a bunch of eggs, a couple of facehuggers, some consoles, a bunch of crates, and some sentry guns. So let's take a look. It's just going to be sprues. So that facehugger looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I mean, you just get 2 of these, both the same. Alien eggs. Yeah, alien eggs on there, and you've got your Weyland-Yutani crate boxes. I mean, you could use this in any kind of sci-fi setting, board game, or even like for skirmish games. I've got the AVP board game as well, and I could probably use some of that in there. Although I don't tend to play that game too much because I'm not a huge fan of how they did that. So that is everything you can currently get that I'm aware of for Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Corpse. If you have any questions about this game, please leave them below. If you've also got this and you're looking forward to playing it, let me know. And if you're a big fan of Aliens and never even heard of this, just leave some comments below. And of course, if I got anything wrong, you can also leave some comments below. I've been your host, the ever excitable Adam. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube, our Facebook, and of course our Instagram. And until next time, guys, stay frosty.